Hey, I'm Rebecca from Eikon, and this is the Ozer X Quick Stencil Printer. The Ozer X is a wireless, high-resolution thermal printer known for producing sharp, clear, smudge-free stencils at the click of a button. Or two. If you're looking for your first or next wireless printer, stick around while Stef and I walk you through
a look what's in the box, cool features and paper options, getting set up, printing your first stencil, as well as some tips and troubleshooting that may come in handy.
And we think printing stencils with the Ozer X is so simple, we're letting our cameraman Nick do it.
Okay, let's crack it open. Ozer X printers come with everything you need to get started. In the box, you'll find the printer, a travel bag, a power cord and USB cable, as well as a quick start guide.
You'll also get an optional carbon ribbon cartridge, which when installed allows you to print directly on single-ply transfer sheets, but more on that later.
What you won't find in the box, stencil paper, stencil cream, or your client, because that would be weird. Let's get this thing up and running. Over to you, Rebecca.
What makes the Ozer X printer so unique? A few things, actually. The carbon ribbon is a cartridge that can be loaded inside the printer that allows you to apply a stencil to a single-sided sheet of stencil paper. No backing sheets, dye, or purple hands necessary. Each carbon ribbon holds its own 18-foot reel of stencil ink that can be applied continuously with the Ozer's second big feature.
Roll paper, a 98-foot continuous reel of stencil paper that can print to any length and be cut to size. Whether you're using the carbon ribbon or traditional stencil paper, Ozer offers two roll options. One, a single sheet of paper, and the other has a second roll of carbon dye alongside that feeds into the printer. Whatever your preference, Ozer offers quality stencil printing with more choice, more savings, and less waste.
Not so fast, Nick. You might want to charge it first. If you have a client in the chair already, a quick 20-minute charge should be enough to get started. Otherwise, it'll take a few hours for a full charge. Once charged up, a full battery should be enough for about 60 to 80 standard stencils.
While charging, download Ozer's Quick Stencil app.
Ozer's Quick Stencil app is available on both Android and Apple app stores. Once downloaded to your device and logged in, you'll be able to upload your art and play around with features like photo editing, collages, image splitting, and image scanning.
Insider tip, the Ozer X is meant to be used wirelessly. It's recommended that you unplug the printer and use it with the battery when printing. Using the printer while plugged in and charging can lead to unwanted effects to print quality, battery life, and charging speeds. So it's best to use it as intended. Okay, so now the printer's charged, you're actually ready to print, Nick.
You have two options here. You can use the already installed ribbon holder to print on standard thermal paper, like the M series or Spirit.
To print on standard stencil paper, leave the ribbon holder in place and fast forward a bit as the printing itself doesn't change. In this video, we're going to be using the carbon ribbon and roll paper.
The carbon ribbon acts like the carbon layer in your stencil paper and allows you to print on single-ply transfer paper.
We're using the Ozer Tattoo Stencil Printer Paper Roll. A 98-foot continuous roll of stencil paper, no carbon layer, that can print to any length and be cut to size, giving you the flexibility to print small stencils without wasting a full-size sheet, or print longer pieces with less cut and paste work when laying the stencil.
To install the carbon ribbon, open the printer lid with the two release buttons at the back. Once inside, you'll find the ribbon holder. Pop it out, set it aside, and swap the carbon ribbon in its place.
Next, it's time to put the paper in. This part's all about alignment. When feeding your stencil paper into the Ozer, it's best to keep the top lid up and line the paper up inside. Once you're happy with the alignment, clamp the printer shut on the stencil paper and the Ozer X is ready to go. Okay, paper's in. Now we're ready to connect to the Quick Stencil app and print a stencil. To start printing with the Quick Stencil app, connect to the Ozer X via Bluetooth. You'll see the printer sync to your device in the app. And before you start printing, be sure to select the paper you'll be using by tapping the paper icon at the top of the screen. If you feel like your art needs a few tweaks before printing, you can take advantage of options like photo editing. This is your default print option, letting you tweak settings and apply filters to dial in your stencils. The collage feature will be your best friend for getting multiple stencils printed at once. Here you can add multiple images to a grid layout, adjust the size for each, and print them out all together.
Image splitting is for those big stencils that are too wide for a single sheet of paper. By using this feature, you can set the full size of the stencil and then let the app do the hard work of splitting it up and printing each piece with a bit of overhang that you can then line back up. Last but not least, the image scanning feature lets you easily snap an image of a non-digital drawing or sketch that can be uploaded to the Quick Stencil app for easy printing. Insider tip: if you want to remove the dreaded print lines that run down the side of your stencil, you'll want to change your anti-wrinkle mode to close. This way, you can print edge-to-edge stencils.
Okay, we promise we're actually going to print now.
But first, you'll need to tell the app how many to print, adjust the thickness of your stencil, and apply an anti-wrinkle mode to get smooth stencils. Now print! The Ozer X is quicker and quieter than most other stencil printers we've run, and it'll bang out a quality stencil in just a few seconds. Once it's done, grab a pair of scissors and cut the stencil off the roll.
You can now leave the sheet in place and it's ready to print your next stencil. Okay, Nick, you're free to go. We put in some serious time testing the Ozer X, so here are some tips and tricks we found along the way. The Ozer X is super consistent at printing sharp and clear stencils that apply well to the skin. For the best results, use their M Series paper. It outperformed some of the industry's best brands as well as their own roll paper when it comes to the cleanest stencil.
Show the printhead some love from time to time. If you're encountering blank or blurry lines, and you haven't been drinking, check your printhead. Over time, it's possible that the printhead may be dirty and in need of some TLC. Unplug the printer, pop open the lid, give it a minute to cool, and then wipe the printhead with an alcohol prep pad.
While in there, you might as well clean the rubber rollers and the printhead at the same time. Give the alcohol a few minutes to evaporate, then you can close the lid and get back to using your stencil printer.
Got any questions or tips of your own? Drop us a comment, follow us here on YouTube, or if you need a hand, reach out to our customer service team. We're always here to help.